mean something, and you said you're done pretending that fate is patient. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim, and come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild. Summer's end, and you feel that this is your beginning. Well, colors fade, but it's okay. There is good in changes. Go run away, get it out of your system. Come back when you're older. Go find a place where you can't be the victim, and come back when you're older. Go catch the storm within your broken bones and be wild, 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 wild.
Welcome back to another special edition of the Morning Skate Show with the Hockey Coach Guru Coach Francis directly from the beautiful Sunshine State in America. Yes, in Florida, directly from North Miami Beach. Coach is back in the booth We have a lot of news to talk about today. Of course, we have the review of the two games last night in NHL. Toronto and Ottawa won last night. Then we have 7 games tonight in the NHL, and then we're going to talk about the NHL news. We have injuries. We have 3 signatures happening this morning, so a pretty busy day in NHL. Then we're going to give you a couple of updates about that fun thing happening around the league. We're going to talk about a trade deadline. We're going to talk about also French quiz at the end of the show. And of course, who are they? We're going to find who are they at some point during the show. So a lot of the program this morning. I'm going to rock and roll this show for about 60 to 75 minutes. I'm hopefully going to stay with me and stop with me. And also we have a period of Q&A today. So question and answer with Coach Frenchy. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. And I'm going to talk also a little bit about the Olympics. Team Canada beat the Team USA last night by a score of 4-2. Late last night. Again, a Poulin and penalty shot gave the full goal for the Team Canada. But American outshot the Canada by 52-27. So we're going to talk about this. Going to give you the preliminary of the first quarter finals of the Olympics in China also. So a lot on the program, but the most important thing, it's not who do you see in your telephone or your phone or your desktop or your iPad, wherever you're watching me right now. It's not about me. It's about you, because you are, of course, you are awesome. Yes, you are. And we have already a couple of people in the chat. Jaden Collette is in the house today. Welcome, Mr. Jaden. From Toronto, I'm sure she's feeling great. I'm sure she's happy. The Muffin Matthews performed last night with the Dunkin' Donuts manor. Also, with the Muffin, have a complete full goal yesterday, and they beat the Carolina. And they are at the top of the Atlantic Division with the winning percentage. I'm talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs. They did not choke last night. They found a way to win an OT, and that gave them a really great position right now to compete and to finish strong this season. Again, the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we have to give credit for the Toronto last night, and the fans, the blue fans, the Leaf Nation and the house today. We're going to congratulate you guys. You have an amazing, great game last night. So congratulations. The insider, the collaborator of the show at 5 o'clock p.m. Monday to Friday. We invite you. Don't forget to join us every day with Mr. Enartap and Coach Frenchy. We talk about prediction, everything on that. So Mr. Enartap is in the house, the moderator. I think it's the first time. Well, I cannot remember the last time we saw him. I'm talking about Capellan Jude, NHL 22. Welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us today. From Ottawa, number 1 fans of the Ottawa Senators is back in the house this morning after his team won last night by a score of 4-1 against the New Jersey Devils. I'm talking about Mr. Corey Hill. Welcome back again, Jaden Collette. Welcome, Kelly. I picked Holden. He scored, I believe. Yes, he did. He scored last night, Kelly. So congratulations with you. Tim Horton Coffee. Mr. Dawson Sport Corner back in the house today. I'm doing fantastically great, Mr. Dawson. Thanks for asking. I wish you do the same thing. I'm really at that level at that moment, so I can't wait to talk about hockey with you guys. Directly from Utah, the hiking guy. Here we go. Jeez, I was looking for my word. I'm talking about Mr. Ron with Kings 20. Look in the house. Mr. Directly from Nova Scotia, back in the house today. Welcome back, Mr. Andrew, new collaborator of the Hockey National Show. He's going to be with us tomorrow. He did not know yet. Now he just get the information. I'm always like that. He's going to talk about the game Montreal Canadiens, what happening tonight. So he's going to give us the post game with at the morning skate. So I can wait to see him tomorrow morning. Talking about Montreal Canadiens, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow. He's the new collaborator, going to talk about the pre-game sometime, the post-game, and the Montreal Canadiens. So I can wait to see Mr. Andrew tomorrow morning. Mr. Nota, welcome everybody. Directly from Ontario, Mr. Dan Ogilvy back in the house. Mr. Zeph Lecave is also back in the house. Hopefully you have an amazing, great morning, Mr. Zeph. There we go. Let's start it with the first one here. We have a first question. So let's start in with this one over there. Coach, do you think the NHL players should be allowed to play an Olympic and risk getting hurt and cause a problem for the team? That's not a problem about that one over there. You want to get the best of the Olympics, and the player want to do that. You have an agreement with the NHLPA and the NHL about that one over there. And I don't have, for me, it's not a problem. Or they're going to do a World Cup the next 2 years, everything like that. I think it's the right way to do it around. We want to have the best of the best together. That's what we're looking for. For me, I don't see any problem about that one over there. And directly from where everything is big, the shrimp, the wings, the cookies, and the steak, and the potatoes, the French fries, everything is big over there. The truck and everything like that. I'm talking about Mr. Joseph Laham, directly from Texas this morning. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thanks to accept Mr. Steve G, Colorado, Denver today. How you doing, buddy? The Colorado Avalanche are not playing right now, so that's a good thing about that, Mr. Steve G. Tell us a bit more your weather in Denver. We're going to hear that. I want to see what's going on in Denver. We know they have a state where it's always sunshine. It's just sometimes it's not warm. Oh, the Cubano! Back in the house from South Florida this morning, Mr. Frank Salazar. He's in the house this today. Frank, first of all, we know you and me right now, the Panthers are off for about another week, honestly, until next week. So what is your program right now? Frankie, guys, you maybe not know Frank. Frank is from Cuba, but he's a great guy, and he loves the traveling. So, Frank, you have to tell me right now, when is your next trip? Where are you going? I feel like you're going right now in Mexico the next couple of weeks. I see you right now in Puerto Vallarta, or I see you at Los Cabos, or some area like that. Tell me, what is your next trip, Frankie? Tell me what you're going. All right, and we're looking forward to do it tomorrow. Ottawa Senators will play again tonight, Carolina, at home, 7 o'clock. Corey, yeah, absolutely right. They play 5 games this week, Corey, in 7 days. So be ready. Turn your TV on because it's going to be interesting for your team. I don't know how they're going to finish their weeks, but hopefully they can be 3-2. Corey, that would be a great week. He's back in the house for New Brunswick. We said all usually. Come on down. Of course, we are talking the number one fans of the Montreal Canadiens. We want to know about prospect, the players, the team, the management, everybody around the world for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm talking about Johnny Golden. World Hockey Tournament and Olympics every 2 years, alternatively. In our tap, we're going to talk about this tonight, Mr. In our tap. A couple of questions about this. Denis Rodrigue, il est dans la maison de Hockey National Show. Il est de retour pour vraiment un beau petit mardi après-midi. Mon Denis, comment il va, mon homme? Kelly said Maroon signed a 2 years contract. You're absolutely right about this. Bruno is back dans la maison de Hockey National Show, Bruno m'étant vers ça. I'm supposed to reach you, and I will. And I don't know, you maybe not with her, but Bruno, we always welcome the complicité. Je parle de Lynn. Merci d'être ici aujourd'hui, Monsieur Bruno et Lynn. A beautiful sunny 50 Fahrenheit in Denver today. It's about sunny, cloudy here with a beautiful 75, 76 Fahrenheit at that moment. Steve, working hard until my birthday in July. Then I will take a vacation to Dublin. Dublin, a beautiful place, guys. You want to visit, a great place to go. Dublin is an amazing, great. You can also go to Colombia. North Colombia have a beautiful place at Cartagena. It's another area. And then I know it's not easy traveling to Cuba, but Cuba have also beautiful beach over there too. But Tulum is a great place to be. It's not easy when you live in Miami like me and decide to go to, Mexico, whatever it is, because we are always around the beach here. But everybody have a chance to do it. I wish you a great trip and enjoy about that one there. Kelly, unfortunately, I don't know about the baseball. Man, I don't follow baseball anymore. Completely out of this sport, honestly. I just pick it up, a couple of news around, but not a lot. Ovi passed the PRC test. He will play tonight. Ron, you're absolutely right about that. Ovi is back in the lineup. Coach, I think that the Mark Guzda Senior was a great deal for Florida for that, but why would you might sign when Proboski is saying long term and Spencer is the future? We don't know the future. In the future, I said, we don't know the future, first of all, in our tap. What I want to say, this league is getting now to become a 3-goaltender team. It's not 2 anymore. The COVID changed everything. The injury can involve with everything. So I really believe now you're going to have a lot of teams play with 3 goaltender. It's just more depth inside the organization. They don't have a lot of good goaltender in Florida. If you look about that, Gibson is over there. Their goaltending is not great, and I'll give them a chance to get that one there. And again, Bill Zito did it. And a worst case in our tap, it will be maybe possible to make a trade at some point. 7 or 8 teams tried to sign Mac Guzda, and nobody did it until Florida did. So for me, it's just about, I'm telling you right now, goaltender situation is about a 3 now. So you can go with 2 at the beginning, and then someone get hurt, somewhere have a COVID situation, whatever it is. For me now, that's the reason. And I think Florida Panthers have a lack of great goaltender. They lost Montembeault this year, everything like that. So that's the situation. Relax à la maison seul, coach, ma femme est au boulot. Bon, ben, ça prend un des deux, toi, travailler, sûrement, mon Bruno. Donc, quelqu'un doit être profitable durant la journée. Donc, présentement, c'est ta femme. Clinton still striking. They can be very selfish sometimes on both sides. RJ Calabro back in the house. Frank said the beach are not great here, honestly, compared to those areas like Cayman Island or Mexico, everything like that, the beautiful blue water, everything like that. I agree with you about that, Frank. And then all the crappy stuff come from the ocean, come hit the sand. I agree with you about that one, Frank. Other effect, the Let's Know walking on the beach and Florida is pretty good. That's another story. GB back in the house. Welcome back, Mr. GB. Coach, you are right. No NHL trade at the All-Star game break. Yeah, sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, GB. But I wouldn't be surprised. A couple of teams jump on some different trade very soon. And I said today, tomorrow. But I wouldn't be surprised the next 15 days, example, you're going to see 1 or 2 trade happening about that. I would not be open up about that. I still believe the one, Claude Giroux in Colorado. I don't know how they work at that. I see it this morning, the Vegas situation. They have no money right now to open up the door for Jack Eichel. So it'll be interesting what happened with that situation, everything like that. Matt Murray has a .914 save percentage. He's doing well. Matt Murray said he back from Belleville Senator and American Hockey League. It's maybe his best time at that moment with the Ottawa Senator. We have to give credit about that. Was Montreal interested in Gunza, maybe part of near trade with Florida? Not really enough. That Montreal was not mentioned too much about him because the pipeline is not too bad about that. So now, of course, they do have an opportunity. They maybe sign him because he can release or trade someone else. But I didn't see Montreal really deep about that one over there. Again, an organization like Edmonton, why not to looking about that kind of player like that, right? Or some other team like looking for the as a goaltender. But Florida did it, and they found a way to do it. We'll ask David Levy too at Buffalo. That's another one also. I agree with you about that one. Frank has a good comments about Levi about that. Miami does not have a MLB team. We have a team called the Marlins, and we have a team called the Dolphins. But we have the Panthers. About that, GB, a great Rosie Rose one. Hey man, you are very awesome, man. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure. Bien sûr, je suis très québécois. J'étais né à Shawinigan et j'ai passé mes écoles à Sainte-Thérèse, mon cégep. Puis ensuite, j'ai été au hockey à l'UQTR pour les Patriotes. Ensuite, je suis allé jouer en Europe. Après, je suis revenu. J'ai coaché. Et là, maintenant, je suis en Floride. Tampa Bay did not want to play in Montreal. Tampa players did not want to play in Montreal. Are you talking about to get trade in Montreal, or you talking about the team does not want to play in Montreal? Beautiful water, Joseph. Yes, it is. Joseph, you can take the car and driving all the way southeast and go to St. Patrick's Island and area, Corpus Christi area, a little bit lower. You can go over there. Calvin Pine, is it Grand Pine? No, not Grand Pine. Is what's it? Galveston. That's another great area. All the kind of memories. And I got stuck one time at Portland. Another big story with that also. But it's not time to talk about this. Now, Joseph, you mix my head right now with my stories about that. Any news on Matthews? Not allowed. I don't know. Until 10 o'clock, GB, 11 o'clock, I didn't have anything about that one over there. Only Monitor said, nothing else. So I don't know if someone here about this, maybe Enotap or Andrew or Kelly knows about this, what's going on about that. Frank said, I agree, but night workout goes on, not see too much action, where everything else may be same or regular. Montreal trade Dominic for coach, Frenchie. Oh my God. When I see Dominic Duchamp, I cannot understand everything. With Malcolm out, can Pittsburgh finally win again? We better say Malcolm was doing well, honestly. A straight of 9 points, something like that. It was doing well. It's just the team cannot perform. And this combined a bit the lack of performance of Jerry at the same time and the team together. Rodriguez is off. It's on that. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to respond tonight. Alan Barnes is back in the house. NHL still has big hit, and I worry Eichel will change his style more softer. Not allowed, You're going to see Jack Eichel get his 1 point per game. He's a star, he's a cornerstone, and you're not going to see any problem with Jack Eichel over there. We'll be able to see how he can carry on that team with Stone and Pacioretty at some point, so I can wait. We have no problem with that part over there. One of maybe the top best 10 players in NHL when he was healthy. So we'll see what's happening. And not that only time with them, he turning around. For sure, Mr. Kevin Christian and Keaton back in the house, the DP family. He said he just said hi and he wants to drop a like. So I'm asking you guys, don't forget to click on the likes right here. Oh, can I touch it? Touch it right there. Right there. Click on the likes. That'd be awesome. 18 likes on 13 people watching. It's not too bad. We did not see the connection of the Finland this morning. I don't know what's going on with Nicholas, with Yamo, with Andy. Nobody of them are in the chat yet. Where did you Petrus team play out? You talking about the UKTI? That time it was the Stingrays Concordia. It was Miguel. We play on the Maritime, play in Ontario, York. Toronto have a team at that time also. Yeah, la Ligue Universitaire. Petrie looked like he gets pushed around too easily on the ice. Of course, we know there's still Petrie, Renault, honestly. More this season, but he's not a guy who play very hard or he's not, physically really great. Those kind of players like Petrie and Adam Fox at 6'2", 6'3", need to play really well their stick. You don't need to be physical. You don't need to win the battle, guys. It's not about to bring the guy and drop him at the second row and the stand. You don't have to have a big hit. It's to play properly with your stick and finish your check in the corner or angling the guy properly. That's pretty much it. So this is the guy, check the guy in the corner. That's laner 1. Then you need to be sure you have a laner 2 behind. What you talk about? So laner 2 picking up the puck. Then you have the laner 3, where is the F3. Now it's going to be in direction to get an option passing. And then you have the laner 4, where is your 2 defensemen over there. So all depend the system of the coaches, right? Those kind of laner, like a Vegas Golden Knight. Easy to read. I was coaching in Vegas. I don't say I would win, but I understand their system, where it's a dumping puck, tips a puck, the F1, laner 1, it check the guy in the corner, be sure the puck stuck around, and apply a full pressure at the 100%. If they don't win the battle of the puck, they want to be sure the player stuck in the wall, and the puck go around, and then the laner 2, where it becomes the F2, it pick up the puck. And then from this corner, they go to F3, almost at the hash mark of the side where the puck is. Then you go to have the F4 or the laner 4, where is the defenseman and at the back door. And you can see the back door defenseman drop down and to get the pass for the back door. That's how he works, Vegas. Many other. But that's another story about that one. Manor, 9 straight game with a goal, GB. Absolutely right about that, Manor. Just reached Matthews a couple of weeks ago, and then there are one game to reach Darryl Sutler and Josh Anderson, the leader of the most goals straight game. About that run, actually, I researched Pittsburgh record with and without Cosby Martin is shocking. Validate what I thought. Can explain it. We go, Mr. RG gave us all the update about that. Thank you so much, RG. Always a pleasure of you aboard. And this season, a higher casual goal scoring time. You're absolutely right, Mr. Renault. We have more goal this year. Just give you an idea, guys. The Colorado Avalanche, they have an average of 7 goals per game. Every time they play, I'm telling you right now, if you listen to me, you want to make money, and you can give me the half of this to me. Just kidding. All right? I want to be sure you understand. The Colorado Avalanche play, when they play, they score 7 goals. 5-2, 6-1, 4-3. It's a minimum, usually. That's the average Sunday play. The Florida Panthers are number 2 at 6.99. So those two teams, when they play, put your money on over. All right, whatever it says 6.5, you're going to reach most of the time those kind of money about that one there. So a 10 game, you're going to get at least 6-7 times more money if you go over. But that would be the reason. Yeah, a great comment, Renaud, about that. I have a stat. I was split with by number yesterday after 711 game, guys. We have 4,916 goals. Are you sure, Coach? 4,160. Oh my God, it's 4,900 or 4,100. Here's on my table over there. I cannot go over there. But if you divide this by 711 game, that will give you how much the goal you have per game at that moment. G-Bay, the Miami 8 are good at the straight line. Head up to Garinder. Possible. I don't follow baseball, football, basketball, honestly. The Dolphins is just 6 miles from me. The 8 are about 20 miles from me, baby. And the Marlins are beside the 8, and I never go. I don't want to get there. Hickle is like Matthew. It's never their fault for losing. About that, I don't know. Go Oilers, GB. We better seeing the Oilers what they're going to do again. The Golden Knight tonight. Which university was the Patriot coach? They have a lot of coach over there. Renaud been for the Université Trois-Rivières, from Terrien, from Talbec, and many of them been over there. So that was that, Saint Laurent was another one over there. Ex-coach, ex-player play at UQTR, they have been coach over there for the Patriots over there. And that's what happened. There are rumors around Claude Giroux and the Senators. Do you see a trade at the trade deadline? No, Corey. And I know you'd mentioned to me a couple of times that why would be the purpose to Ottawa Senators to sign Claude Giroux at the trade deadline? Why are you going to give them players in return, Corey? What Claude Giroux would bring to the Ottawa Senators, Corey, at that moment? That's what you need to learn to understand that, Corey. All right? And everybody else, you have some people who want to understand what would be the purpose behind Ottawa Senators. It's a young team, doesn't want to make the playoff, right? And why Claude Giroux, he want to go back in Ottawa with a team that's not want to make the playoff at the trade deadline. Not in July, at the trade deadline. And why the Ottawa will give Josh Norris or Pedersen or Souza or Tkachuk or Shabbat or Matt Murray or Connor Brown or Tierney and Nick Paul or Framinton or Backstrom, and I can go all the way like that. Why they would do that? A trade deadline, guys, is for a team are going to be in the playoff and they try to win the Stanley Cup. That's not the case right now, Corey, with Ottawa Senators. So they have no advantage at zero net to win to get Claude Giroux. Now, summertime, he become a UFA. He freedom. He can go wherever he want to go. Then now you can negotiate for him. Now I would be said to you, that's a great time to sign him. I still believe Claude Giroux will be a great asset for Ottawa Senators. How much? I don't know. But I think it would be like that. You have to realize, guys, also, and I was thinking about this last night, late when I get out here. I was reading something or listening something. Today, the guy hit the 33 years old, the 34 years old, the 35 years old, the 36 years old, 37, 38. They are all married usually. They have kids. And they make a ton of money. They did it. So for them, it's more about quality family first. And after that, the quality life. It's not about to make more money. It's not only about winning the Stanley Cup. It's want to be sure the kids stay maybe at the school. I want to be sure the wife does not want to move. So for me, Claude Giroux maybe does not want to go nowhere. My kids, his kid right now born in Philadelphia, they are at a level to go to school. Why to move them from there to go somewhere else? They have a lot of other factors inside their life when you hit 34, 35. Example like Bergeron. Doesn't want to go to Montreal. Not because he doesn't like Montreal. Because for him, the logo of the Boston Bruins is inside of him. That's what he is. Loyalty, integrity. That's what he is. Other players, they don't care at 31, 32 to move. Radulov don't care to go to Dallas. He's single. Right? Some different personalities, age, family, kids, make at some point some decision for the players to go somewhere. So I just want to share. That's a great question, Corey. I just want to clarify those kind of the situation. And about, do you think when a team is doing good and when a superstar like Mankin come back, it disrupt the flow of the team? Not at all. En attaque, les Canadiens Ski, Toffoli, Biron, Evan Anderson, Hoffman, Dauphin, Gally, Armia, Poland, and Caulfield. Tonight lineup, what's your blood pressure, coach? Dvorak is out with some problem he's not ready. The doctor did not give them okay about that one there. It's all good in attack. Dominic Shaw's not going to bother me anymore. He's an amazing, great coach, and that's what he look like right now. That's what the Montreal want to be. So I think at that moment I realized last night I'm going to watching them and let them fall apart, sink, or that's Dominic Sham. He believes that's the best way to develop players. That's the best way right now to win those games. That's what he believes it is. And Jack and the new people, Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes, is agree with those kind of decision. That's a new way of what the Montreal look like. So at that moment, I think it's better to not say anything anymore and just let it go. And so you know what? That's why he run the team that way. Better or worse, I have no clue at that moment. Scary thing is Eichel maybe Vegas over the top once he get on the line. He's going to improve that team for sure. And Drew, Jack Eichel, once will be. The interesting about Vegas guys, okay, what we do now, we have $4.1 million more in the salary cap. How we can clarify. When they get him, they have already an idea what they're going to do. I'm sure. They're not just say, oh, we're going to get him, and then we'll be there, we're going to figure out this. So how they play the card to set to Martinez, you're going to sit down until the end of the season. And we're going to go that way. We're going to play the dump, then probably style. Or they're going to trade Martinez, or they're going to trade. I don't believe this. I just don't believe what they will try to Martinez. They open up a big hole over there. In my book. So for me, I think that enough is the right one to get out. Now, if it's not that enough, they have maybe to go with Riley Smith because they're UFA. But it would be interesting what they're going to do for that one over there. Moy is back in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes. Exactly, Mr. Andrew. Not many people. I'm involved with social media right now with maybe 10 people screaming each other about this, but that's another story. It's crazy how the things like this happen. I think we have seen more offense this year because so many players have been out with injury and COVID protocol, and it's it's another factor about that one there. I like Poland and Caulfield together. NCAA connection, they are both overdue. I will see them have a big game tonight. I don't say they cannot, Johnny, but here's the point. What I'm looking for tonight, and I'm going to make my video for the pregame show in the next 90 minutes, is this part. How Dominic Sham is going to run his line tonight. That's my question. At the end of the game, when we're going to see the final score, right? How Montreal play Dominic Sham is still high, is 4-line. Is it balanced? Is it 18, 17, 16, 15? Is it 20 for two players, then 19 for one or two, and then 18, 17, 16, then the next three, Caulfield, Poland, and Armia play only 8 minutes? That's what I'm looking for. And I'm not talking about the power play shut and done. I'm talking about the even strength fire. I want to see how Dominic Sham is going to run that part. So after that, we can judge his performance as a coach and everything like that. Some people try to sell me or they try to show the players to other organizations. Come on. They are last in the 32 right now. My problem with that part of business with you guys is this part. Why to sit bit lick? I have no problem with Peseta. I have no problem. I have no problem with Peseta. He's first of all, he need to be better, first of all, right? I know what he did, but it's not a problem to scratch Peseta left and right and wait. At least again, New Jersey. But my problem is Pitlick. And I'm telling you right now, if you are the agent at Jordan Harris, if you are the dad and the mom, the family Harris right now, and I need to figure out if they sign a contract, what the heck they going to do with me? Look what they do, how they treat Norlander. Look what they treat Kokanemi. Look how they treat Caulfield. Look how they treat Rand Poland. That's the big question. Why, as a players, I'm going to sign a contract with a team that's not developed and they don't treat the young players properly? I prefer to sign with anybody else. Hey, Red Wings, Detroit Red Wings, are you looking for a defenseman? My name is Jordan Harris. I'm the captain of the Northeastern. I can play on your third pairing defenseman, Detroit. I just want to be sure when I'm signed with you guys, you develop me to get better, to maybe play at the top 4 in NHL. Can you tell me, promise me you can do that for me? I'll be patient and I'll wait 3 years before I completely become the player you want me to be. Hey, Tampa Bay Lightning, my name is Jordan Harris. I'm looking for the team to develop me. Are you willing to give me an ELC and $900,000 per year for the next 3 years, and I can develop under Benoit Gros at Syracuse right now for the next 3 years to be a part of your team the next 3 years? Hey, New York Rangers, my name is Jordan Harris. Hey, Boston Bruins, my name is Jordan Harris. That's what I'm talking about. I see my blood pressure is really quiet right now. I'm calm. I did on the news not talk to Dominic about his line. What the hell is thinking about that? I don't know then, right? They have a plan. I'm sure they knocked the door. Bergevin and the coach always communicate each other. I'm sure Michel does not talk with Gordon, or maybe only can use, or one of the two. They don't talk with both of them. Can they mention this? I think some people said they try to show the players to other organizations. Who knows, really? But that's the story about what's going on at the moment. I told you before Mano would get on the roll. Is Tyler Rochelle grossly underappreciated by hockey history? Renaud, yeah, absolutely right about that one there. Dale, I will check. I did a video about him when I was doing my my series, a video about ex-players in NHL. Gee, I can't forget the name right now. But yes, I agree with you. Claude will go near the Phillies. All the team out there. Ranger, Pittsburgh, Washington, Boston for Giroux. Giroux to Pittsburgh, 20. Yeah, I would not see that, honestly, Ron, about that. At any spot, if you have no confidence in your coach, you will fail. Get rid of Sean now. It will only further hurt the team, along with my personal opinion. Thanks to Steve about that. You have a story today in the French, whatever. And they talk about Cole Caulfield, talk about his experience last week. And Cole Caulfield, when he was in Dallas, remember when Montreal played in Dallas? Him and Armia was stuck in the hotel for 5 days because he got positive. Then after that, because in Canada, you cannot come in. I don't know the rules. It's just crazy. But that's a subject. So they have to go somewhere. And then Caulfield said, hey, why not to go to Wisconsin and practice with my old team? And Jordan Amir said, yes, no problem. So they passed there 9 days at the university, and that gave a chance for Cole Caulfield to practice with the team and Armia also. And then they sit with Tony Granados, his head coach, and they talk about the word really confidence. Go get your confidence. And Granado is a great guy, great coach. He's the brother of the Don Granado, Tony Granado. And he was talking about Caulfield to get confidence, to not go discouraged and go one day at a time. And it's all about, anyway. And then they get out this area, Caulfield, with a great spirit, a great mindset and happiness. And then Armia said to the people back in Montreal, said, I become a Badger now. I love this university. I love the Wisconsin Badger. It was great to see Joel Armia enjoyed his time at the college over there. So great for both of them. They have a good time in Wisconsin. We'll see this going to reflect on the ice from Cole Caulfield. But one of my point to you is because Steve talk about confidence. And that's the point. I agree with you. I can see your point, but remember, Ottawa is hometown, and Jason Spencer went to Toronto because that is hometown. It's very common. I don't say there's no one to go there, Corey. I just said for the trade deadline, it's not appropriate for him to Ottawa give something in return when they can get him in July. That was my point about that one there. Of course, yeah, player want to come back hometown, but it's not very common, to be honest with you, Corey. It's common when a player at 38 years old want to come at the trade deadline to try to win a Stanley Cup. But a guy born in the city want to come back, it's not like happening all the time. I understand you have Spencer did it, but David Savard did it, but look what it looked like. But it's not like great about that. Poland, Pitlick, and Cole Caulfield should be glued to the top 6. Gelly and Hoffman should be bottom 6 only. You are right, Pitlick has been not best player, and him and Evans have some chemistry. True coach, but Harris also have to realize that Sean will definitely not be there next season. Yes, I understand that part, but it's not all responsibility on Ducharme. It's other factors come with Ducharme to make that development over there. What's the promise of the team, everything like that? That's my biggest concern about that one there. I don't say he's not going to sign. I just said he will checking around for sure. Why deploy Suzuki so often on PK when we know he get tired easily? It's so I don't think so. Like the best of the best does this. Backup play, RO play. At that age, they are not tired easily. Like you think about that one of them. Their number, I'm sure they are there to prove it. About that is longer a number. Is the style of the player is, but he's a great defenseman, defense players, play very well on the stick, and he create offensive. It's a punch attack at the same time. I don't have no problem to be on the PK about that for sure. You have to control how many you have a power play, but Suzuki at 22 minutes, that's what he should be every game for me. So I'm not saying you're not right. So for me, I have no problem to be scared that one over there for sure. Now he does a great job with 240 for me on the ice. Then you can add PK, the second unit. You can add Likonen over there with Jake Evans, and then you can add Joel Armia. After that, you can go all the way. Will another team jump on his initial coaching career over with what he been doing in Montreal? It could become an assistant coach somewhere, Ron. Another French Canadian coach can get somewhere a job somewhere, works with him in the past. It's all about connection in hockey, Ron, about that. Is president in the Al Segot mold not allowed, Renault? He will never reach 50 goals in one season, Renault. Amir got the ladies, I bet. Sean B in the house. At that moment, I don't have anything to mention about Matthews. I don't know, some people heard something. Since I'm on here, I don't know. Since 11 o'clock, I disconnect. But I don't hear about anything about that. No news yet. Renault, some shift him and others can barely skate back to the bench as no tire. You're welcome, Sean, for your comments about that one over there. I'm supposed to work on different things this morning, and when we go through the welcome and you go, each one of you're the most important things. All my news go after that. So let's dive in right away about that. Don't forget to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. The first thing I want to mention to you guys is I tried to find the picture. Why it's not there? Here we go. That's what we had at that moment. I'm going to disappear. This is the player or hurt is Pirunovic for St. Louis Blues is upper body at that moment. Ovechkin is clear. Matthews is out, lower body. It's funny they put lower body because he got hit at the head. So I don't know. 8 more, he caught the COVID-19 for the Vancouver. Snatnik is clear, but he is on the waiver list. I believe Brisbois is back. Palmieri for the Islanders is on the COVID-19. Wedgwood, the goaltender, is a upper body. Koskinen is on the COVID-19. McLeod, Caulfield, Armia is back. And then also Neil Pionk, Porenkanski, Dubois for the Winnipeg are all on the protocol 19. And then Backstrom is also on protocol 19. Chris Russell back again on another injury over there. But a great comments right now here is Ola, Stephenson, Cortland, and all back. Vancouver lost Quinn Hughes. Malkin is out for the COVID-19. They all been at the South Beach. And that's the problem you get about that. So I just want to sharing with you about those information about this. I coach back. Thank you, RJ. Matthews Tkachuk is also rumored around Ottawa Senators, but I don't see it happening. Well, this is a long time news, Corey, happening during the summer off season about that. Talking about Tkachuk, someone needs to tell the Brad to score because he doesn't do well about that. Who are they? Is the point about this. Lower body could be his knee. I saw him shot the hit and his knee look suspect. Petit was in Florida this week, coach. I bet near your place. Many of them was in town, honestly, recently about that. Who are they? I want to know who is the goaltender. Don't worry about the players, the forward, everything like that. But who is the goaltender? Cam Neely, Corey Hale said. One Crossley, Renault said. Can someone, Johnny, or maybe an tap Bittner, Bailey, Ace Bailey, Ron King said. So far. Anybody else? Oh, the time is over. Anybody else? 5, 4. Gilles Gilbert said Sean B. No, it's Renault. Sean hockey player can play without it's Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell is the one over there. The last one, because we have so many things to talk about, so we go one more. Who is the goaltender? See, I give you an easy one now. Who is the goaltender? We left from 1945 and now we have in 2017. Zevlakov said Fukal. Kelly said Jonathan Bernier. Corey Hill said Carey Price. Brent Olby. I thought it's going to be easy. Aaron Hill. Patrick Roy. First of all, is a goaltender for the Washington Capitals, Philippe Grosbar. That's a good try. Honestly, guys, he's going to be between the pipe tonight. That's why I tried to give you a little bit play with your mind because it's only Phoenix Copley, goaltender, a regular right now for the Washington Capitals, going to be tonight and the pipe for them. So I'll just give you an easy one. Phoenix Copley is going to be between the pipe tonight. So I just want to share with you about that one over there. All right, wrap up very quickly, everybody. We're going to talk about something like that. I want to mention to you, Team Canada last night went 4-2 against the USA team to finish first. They're going to go to the next round. Great performance for Canada whatsoever. The UFC was all over the Canada with 52 shots versus 27. Bien goaltender was unbelievable between the pipe for the Canada and Poulin, the veteran Poulin, find a way to get to helping the Canada to win last night by a score of 4-2. Then Sweden win today, and they beat the Denmark, and they are in. This is right now the Premier League. Sweden play Canada, USA play Czechia, and then you have the Finland and then Japan over there. The Swiss is over there. And then, obviously, China and Denmark are out at that moment. So I just want to share it. Davis have Youngstad and Charakovic and Jasper Bratt. Yes, Renaud, Charakovic have a bad year until about 5 weeks ago. Bratt is unbelievable. Good game, Canada, yesterday. Yeah, whoa, go Canada. Canada is the development that made Cham is doing raison enough for him right now. Go Japan, Steve. I'll be honest with you. I think they sit Jeff, and I will give you my opinion. They have 1 month. They play what? 9 game? 11 game? 9 game? 29 plus 9 is 38. They have 9 games in February. I would not be surprised he become 0-7-2 example, or he is 1-6-2. They go to fire him at the end of the month. I would not be surprised. They have a really easy schedule right now. For the rest of the month, they're getting more of the veterans back in the lineup, everything like that. I feel if Deschamps had to go, it's going to be this month. After that, forget that. It will wait until the end of the season. But he have a move to do, and with explanation and everything like that, and they will say, we give them a chance, or blah, 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 and they give him another push. It's right now, this month, with 9 games to go. And that would be at the end of the month, Johnny, if they move Deschamps or not. That would be my feeling about that. Now, I know some said they maybe try to show Lekonen, Armia, Gallagher, and those players, Petrie, on the showcase. They try to show them and for other teams, because now the scouting NHL, they're traveling a lot now. You're going to see a game like Carolina versus Toronto last night. There are maybe 20 scouts in NHL watching the game. So I just want to give you an idea how this works about that one over there. Subban and Tata are about to break game interview. I think my blood pressure about to go up, Joseph. I really don't see any real competition for the Canadian girls. The USA was the biggest concern, but they are put that bed last night. I'll be really concerned. I'm going to promise you something, Sean. The USA is going to beat Canada 4-3 and overtime for the finals. I did so many hockey in my life. The team win the first game. When they repeat after that, it's harder for the team beat them. And the way USA controlled the game last night, Canada are in the trouble. So for them, hopefully the veterans girl, she's out. What's not Poulin, but the other one, she's back. But at that moment, I would be really scared. If you coach for Canada last night, you're not happy. You gave them 52 shots. The only way they win because of Debian. I understand your point of view. I respect. But I would not be surprised USA beat Canada at the finals. PK will have an expensive bout tab tonight with the Devils. Tadar blew 4 and Bergie gave it 2 Hoffman, 2 more years sooner. Hi, Coach Buddy. David Arthur, welcome aboard. Yes, but Tatar, he was out because his behavior during the playoff, Renault. That's the only reason why Tatar. That's the reason why they signed Hoffman. Because they know when Tatar did his PD mode, when he was frustrated because he did not play, and he threw the stick, and then he left the building, then come back on the ice. When he heard he was back on the ice, all the kind of negative, like Jeff Petrie, what he did, they put him out. And that's the reason why he did not sign with the Montreal Canadiens. That's simple. And Jeff Petrie is the same mode. Fair point, Coach. Finger crossed, Canada can bring home the goal. Hopefully, Sean Adon said, you're not right. Wrap up with other things. And Miss Kelly mentioned about this 2-year contract, $1 million AAV per year. Pat Maroon stay with the Tampa Bay Lightning. We know Maroon win the Stanley Cup the last 3 years in NHL, 1 with the Blues and the last 2 with the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Blues there was a Santa Claus this morning. They signed for 2 years Robert Bortuzzo, the defenseman, the right defenseman, for a 2 years contract. Then they signed also Logan Brown is a 2-way contract, 2-way, so American Hockey League and the St. Louis Blues. Congratulations to Logan Brown, the son of Jeff Brown, ex-defenseman for the Quebec Nordic. I want to mention the 3-star the week, and I don't get it, but someone can explain to me why Giroux was the first star with 4 points and 2 games, 1 Marner at 7 points. I don't know. Mason Marshman deserved to be a star also with 6 points and 2 games. Unbelievable run for him. This is the one of them maybe win the Hart Trophy as the MVP right now, the MVP of the season. Ovechkin face to Trezadol and McDavid and Huberdeau. I was trying to talk about this to you guys this morning, but we have no time about that. I was trying to talk about the trade deadline. We have no time at that moment, and I will bring back that picture another moment about that. We're going to jump really quickly about the 2 games last night. You talk about 2 teams with speed. You talk about a great game last night. Talk about Toronto and the Carolina Hurricanes. Just give you an idea, guys, how Carolina Hurricanes are. At some point during the game, it's happened sometimes during the season. Last night, if you watch the game very closely, Justin Holl, the defenseman number 3, is behind Marechek. And he hold the puck, guys, for about 15 seconds before he tried to do something. Why? Because he had no place to send the puck. The Carolina Hurricanes was perfectly covered those players. So that Justin Holl have no clue what to do. Everybody was at the right spot for Carolina. He could not bring out to the winger. He could not bring out in front of him. He had no clue what to do. The Carolina Hurricane guy are solid on a system. It was a perfect system. And that's what sometimes what you don't see on the ice is because those kind of players, the system works. And Justin Holl was stuck behind the bench, behind the net for about 10 to 15 seconds. We have no option passing. We always want, as a coach, to have 3 option passing minimum. That gave a better chance for the players to move the puck quicker, faster, better. And he could not do anything. Back at the game, finally, the Toronto Maple Leafs, usually they gave up the game at the 3rd period. Usually, they never come back. Usually, they cannot figure out how to win. Last night, it was not this. Last night, they figured out to win. It is about right now the number 16, Mitch Marner, play maybe his best hockey career right now with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Scored a tie the game at the 3rd period late, and then he come back with a winning goal on the OT, and they gave the W about that. Of course, the conversation was Frederik Andersen versus Peter Marechek. Marechek make a big save on breakaway against Sebastian Aho. That was the turnover of the game. The penalty played a big role during those games. Maybe one power play for 30 seconds for Carolina versus 5 for the Toronto. But it's not an excuse. We have to give credit for the Toronto. They come back. It's not been a lot. But again, they miss. I believe Toronto is one step under the Tampa Bay, the Carolina, and the Florida Panthers at that moment in Colorado. They will have to find a way. I'm still not sure the goaltending. Now you have a controversy goaltender in Toronto. Who's going to be the next goaltender now? So will be interesting how the Torontos play their card for the next couple of weeks. But we have to give credit and see what's happening with Matthews for sure. The next game, the Ottawa guy find a way to beat the New Jersey Devils. Oh! You talk about Montreal is not looking good. The Devils, Les Diables in French, they're not looking good also. They are 1-9-0 the last 10 game. They are the worst team about statistically like the Montreal for the last 10 game. Unbelievable what's going on with the New Jersey Devils. They're missing a lot of players tonight in Montreal, but I just want to mention congratulations for Ottawa Senators. They call Matt Murray have a great game. Connor Brown back for an injury, score for them. And Nick Paul also scored for and they play without Norris Patterson, and they find a way. Kachuk struggled with no goal yet. But again, they find a way to win at home 4-1 against the Devils. They struggled. They lost the last 7 games. By the way, the Devils. They were KK would smash the bench against the game last night. They kissed me, and the only week guess what under Dominic Claude was a real leader. Man, a big back for 2 years. You got to love Maroon. I agree with you, Sean, about this. Claude would keep his line together, but Dominic just scrambled them like a Jackson Polo-Pen thing. Go, leave, go. On the NASN Ben Pot progress last night, they said they would not be surprised to see Harris play a few games with Montreal at the end of the season. If he signed a contract, Johnny. If he goes somewhere else, he will play a couple of games over there. He struggled last night, Johnny. At some point, it's because of him. He gave the first goal of the Ottawa team overall. You can see he have some flash on the ice yesterday, carrying the puck and offensive side on power play, everything like that. But on this defensive side, he struggled a bit. Strobel played well yesterday for them. It was great to see Sean Farrell also. They came proud and looked dark. So great opportunity to watching the Ben Pot broadcast. It was on NHL network last night. Nick Holden and Adam Gaudette guy scored a 9-second apartheid for the 5th fattest 2-goal in the history, Senator history. I just want to share with you about that one there. I have something else. I don't know why I put this there, so I apologize for that. And finally, where we at, Carolina is really good team in the front of their own net. I'm a Leaf fan, but way too weak in the front of the net, and they expose a lot of great goalies during there. I agree with you about that, Sean. Did you see how many say Matt Murray? That's amazing. Yes, he did very well yesterday, Corey, about that one there. Guys, we have to finish quickly as we pass the hour, and I have a lot of things to do afternoon to carry on for the puck for tonight. And let's move on for the first question of the day. You're willing to join us. The first question of the day. Josh Anderson played 12 seasons in the NHL with the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Whalers, and the Quebec Nordic. Do you believe he has 600 points? Is it under or over? 600 points for Josh Anderson. But maybe I will win tonight. Nobody answer. Oh, some answer. We have Joseph with over. We have Steve with over. Corey Hill with under. That's 3 on the board. Maybe you have one chance. Oh, Renault said under. We have 4 participation. Renault said 597 points. He said... We're going to wait for the mulligan. Maybe someone have a mulligan at some point. We have 17 people. Maybe 13 of them that's not listening. Ron Quinn said a B. RG said B. Inotab said under. Here we go. Billy. Oh, Billy. Kelly said B over. So we have Kelly under and Billy and Kelly over. Wow. The winner, guys, is Renault. You are wrong. B over 631 points for Josh Anderson. Congratulations for Joseph, Steve. We have Ron 20. We have Kelly. And also we have RJ take the lead at some moment. And congratulations. The next one. The longest consecutive straight game with a W since 2010-2011. Which team did it? The Columbus, the Colorado, or the Chicago Blackhawks? The longest consecutive straight game winning at home, not only at home or only on the road. It's back to back to back to back to back to back, whatever they play. Since 2010 season 2011 until today. Who did it? Columbus, Colorado, or Chicago? Baron Sensi. Welcome aboard, Mr. Baron. Joseph said A. Thank you, Joseph. Corey Hill said Colorado, B. Renault said B. Enotap said A. We have Kelly said C, Chicago. Rand Winking said Chicago. RG said Chicago. Miss Steve G. Anybody knows Steve G said an answer? Steve G one time. Steve G two time. Steve G three time. Surprisingly, the winner of this, guys, it's A. Columbus with 16W and 2016 go all the way to 2017. Adrien Bourgo in the house. Welcome aboard, Adrien. We miss you a lot. Hopefully you're doing well. So in our top score, and Joseph Laham take the lead. Can Joseph Laham going to win? Steve G said A. Oh, we're going to game. We are generous today. Sometimes with internet, it's not easy. So Steve G take the lead with Joseph. The last one. Which team only last season, has a streak of 10W? Which team have a streak of 10W last season only, not this year, 2020, 2021? Is it Colorado, Tampa Bay, or Vegas? Mark, welcome back, but you are wrong. Joseph, Steve, you play for the win, and maybe the rest can tie the game. Byron said Tampa. Thank you. Everybody looking for Google right now. Corey Hill said Tampa with A. It's Tampa with B, Corey. And Otab said B, Tampa. All right. Wow. The time is over, boys. You have to step up now. We need answer. Joseph said A, Colorado. And Otab said B. Hello, Coach, Man, Girl, Arcade. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. RG said A, Colorado. Ron said Vegas. Kelly said A, Colorado. RG said Colorado. Steve G. Main girl said A. Renault said Vegas. Anybody know for Steve G? Sorry, I mean B, my bad. Not a problem, Corey. I knew it was UB. Steve G. Sometimes the internet is behind. That's what I want to be sure about that one over there. Steve G. One time. You play to win, my friend. Steve G. Two time. David said Vegas. And Steve G. Three time. The answer to that one over there, guys. We have a comeback. What you talk about, coach? Yes, we have some people come back to tie the game. David also said B. Now you said Vegas. Now you said B. All right. So, unfortunately, David, you was right the first time because it was Vegas. April 2021, round 20, come back to tie the game at 2. And then Steve G stay at 2 with no answer. And Joseph Laham stay win also at 2. And our tap, Renault, Kelly, and RG with only one answer. And this is the end of the game. Congratulations for Joseph Laham, Steve G, and round 20 with 2 good answers about that one over there. That's what we played that game, and that's what is fun about this. It's very quick, but I think it's good for everybody to play that game for sure. Don't forget, guys, Columbus on the second question. Renault, about that one. So I tie. Renault said, all right, you tie. Damn, I was going to say Vegas. Kelly, I know. I feel it. But before you leave, don't forget to click on the likes right here, right there, the likes, and that'd be great if you don't mind. We are back at 5 o'clock today in our tab for the prediction of the game, and then we're going to be back at 7 o'clock. We do the live stream, Montreal Canadiens versus the New Jersey Devils. Don't forget my video pre-game show, 3 o'clock today will be out live. You can hear what I'm talking about, the pre-game show, Montreal Canadiens. My prediction with all the stats you need to know. Until then, my friend, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Don't worry about this, Corey. You did the best you can. That's about it. Joseph, have an amazing, great day. Thank you so much for the likes. RJ, always a pleasure with everybody. Adrian, we miss you. We love you. And welcome back soon. And main girl hockey, we saw you a little bit earlier. And everybody, we did not see you. We apologize. But remember, of course, not only have greatness inside of you, be well, be healthy, and find a way not only to dominate your day today, but find a way to dominate your year 2022. And remember, you are unique and everything is possible. Just believe on yourself. Remember, you are an amazing person. Until then, my friend, have an amazing, blessing day. I look forward to see you at 5 o'clock today with our friend in our tap. See you later. You're welcome. Renault Davis wins 5-3. Are we here? See you later.